Welcome to the fourth training called Prejudice and Defending Your Freedom. In this training, we'll talk about where you're likely to find prejudice against older people and good ways to deal with it. I'll talk about the medical and legal criteria somebody will probably use if they're trying to put you into a care home without your permission, and powerful things you can do to defend against it. I hope you remember the second video in this course called Retire Well, where I talked about how to be independent. That's also an important part of defending your personal freedom, because the more control you have over your life, the harder it'll be for anybody else to take control of it. Encountering prejudice against seniors from people you don't know well or from strangers is the worst. The first time will be like a slap in the face. If you're not expecting it, you might get angry or flustered or even genuinely hurt. If you react at all, you'll be confirming to everyone in the room that you're weak, not very smart, and should be treated like a child. The best that can happen is that they'll patronize you. The worst is that they'll smirk or laugh in your face. We need to prepare ourselves to be strong if confronted by discrimination, because the first thing to do is absolutely nothing. Completely ignore it. They'll see their discrimination has nothing to do with you. Then, if you're being insulted in a general way, you can take control of the situation by giving the person who insulted you the eye of the tiger, smiling, and saying something like, "There are 6 areas of your life where your decision-making capacity is important. Medical consent capacity, financial capacity, sexual consent capacity, capacity to drive, capacity to live independently, and testamentary capacity, which is your ability to make a last will and testament." If somebody is challenging your decision-making capacity in any of those 6 areas, you don't need to take it lying down. There are things you can do. You can probably force them to get both a clinical assessment of capacity and a legal determination of incapacity. Most attacks on a person's decision-making capacity are made on the basis of one opinion, perhaps of a doctor or a clinician, but those attacks can be on very shaky legal ground, because many doctors aren't trained to evaluate long-term capacity in older adults. And different doctors might have different opinions on whether you're incapacitated or not. So even if one doctor is attacking your decision-making capacity, if you talk to other doctors, there's a good chance you'll find one who'll take your side. Perhaps that other doctor talked to you on a bad day. If you know the factors that affect your decision-making capacity, you can get yourself in better shape and go see another doctor for another evaluation. These are some of the factors that could affect your capacity to make decisions.